Alright, good morning everybody. So I decided to make a tutorial because my document camera just came in. So for this week, your first assignment is to do Unit 6.1 to check up scale drawings. So this is the information that it gives you. You should see two triangles like this. Alright, you see the scale triangle right here, and you also see the real object right here. So this triangle represents the real object, this triangle right here represents the scale. Now what's important is it gives you some really good key information. Right here it says scale factor is 3 to 1. What does that mean? That's actually very important. What that means is that our scale drawn right here is going to be 3 times bigger than our real object. And you can actually see that in the drawing. Well, if I know that this scale triangle right here is 3 times bigger than this triangle right here, then how do we know what this side A is going to be? Well, this side right here, since this triangle is 3 times bigger than this triangle, that means that this side right here is also 3 times bigger than this side right here. So we know that 18 equals 3 times bigger than A. So it's going to be 3A. Now it's a one-step equation which we've learned already, so everyone should know how to solve this. How do you solve for A? Well, what's the opposite of multiplying 3 times A? Dividing by 3, the coefficient. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So A is 6. Now, figured out angle A. Oh, I'm sorry, side A. Now we got to figure out side B. Now you can pause this video and try to figure this one out by yourself, and I'll go ahead and get right into it. Well, again, the scale factor is saying that the scale is 3 times bigger than the real object right here. So this side right here is 3 times bigger than side B. So 27 is 3 times the size of B. 3B. Does this make sense? And if you divide both sides by 3, well, the 3's cancel out. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So B is equal to 9. So this problem right here is actually pretty simple if you can understand what scale factor means. So what this is saying is that this 3 is the scale, and this 1 right here is our object. And it's a 3 to 1 ratio. So our last side right here, this 36, is going to be how many times the size of C? 3. So we'll do it right over here. 36 is, you can probably guess what's going to be over here, 3C. And then you can go ahead and solve this one-step equation. You're multiplying 3 times C. It's the opposite of multiplication, division. So use an opposite operation, so you can divide both sides by 3. 3's cancel out. You get C is equal to, what's 36 divided by 3? Good question. It is 12, I believe. Alright, and so C is equal to 12. So now what you did is that we just solved for this real object, this side right here, because we were given the scale factor. Alright, I hope this made sense. I'm here to answer any questions that you guys have. I'm going to pause the video so I can set up the next problem. Alright, so I set up the next problem right here. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Looks like it's frozen a bit. So we're given the scale factor, which is 1 to 2. We're given this scale triangle right here. This is our scale, and this, rectangle, is our object, our real object right here. So let's focus on the scale factor. What does this mean, 1 to 2? Well, our last problem was 3 to 1. Now this one's 1 to 2. So the bigger number's on this side right here, but it's still the same concept. Alright, this 1 is our scale. This 2 is our object. It's always going to go in that order. So, if our scale is 1 and our object is 2, that means our object, this time, is 2 times the amount of our scale. So our object is 2 times greater than the scale. Alright. So the first question is asking us to find this base right here. Now how would we find this base? I actually think this problem is easier than the last one. Well, we know from our scale factor that our object is 2 times greater than our scale. So it's going to be, if our scale is 9, then our object has to be 2 times the amount of 9. So it's going to be, well, you can just multiply it out. So 2 times 9 is equal to 18. So our base is 18. Now what's our length going to be? Our object is 2 times the amount of our scale. So our length is 4 times 2, which is 8. So now we have our base is 18. Our length is 8. And now the next question is going to ask us to find the area of the scale drawing. So what's the area of the scale? Well, the area of a rectangle is length times width. The length of the rectangle is 9. The width is 4. So 9 times 4 is equal to 36. Now what's the area of our real object? What's the area of here? Area of object. Well, same thing, it's a rectangle, so it's length times width. Alright, our length here we solved was 18. And our width was 8. And what's 18 times 8? Well, I can't do that in my head. Some of you might be able to. So we have to go ahead and multiply it out. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. It's 144. So that's our area, our areas. Areas for this box is 36. Area for this box is 144. Now the next question. So the side lengths right here, how many times is the side length of this base compared to this base? Well, 9 and 18. So 18 is twice the amount of 9. But how much of the area is this real object compared to this one? It's an interesting question. How many times does 36 go into 144? Go ahead, take a minute to figure that one out. It should be, if we just do simple long division, 36 goes into 144. Can we do that? Nope. So we got to figure that one out. Now, if you have a calculator, you can just divide it, or you can just do 36 plus 36 until you get 144 plus 36 plus 36. And if you add 36 4 times, it's equal to 144. So 36 right here goes into 144 4 times. So that's interesting, and that's what we're going to go over our next video, is that this area right here is 4 times the area over here, but the sides are only twice the amount of each other. Do you guys want to know why that is? Well, it's because this length right here is twice the amount of this length. And this length right here is twice the length of this right here. And now, so that means that this is 4 and this is 9. And now if you do 9 plus 9, that's 18. And if you do 4 plus 4, that's 8. And 18 times 8 is 144. Alright, I hope this video makes a little bit of sense. And I'm about to go make some more. Let me know if you have any questions.